Hey everybody. February 18th, I was urged to read the book of Matthews. I really didn't understand what I was reading. It wasn't up until February 22nd 22nd that I got the full revelation of what it was that God was trying to get me to see. What I got from it was the question, how can you bless the Lord? So when I read the book of Matthews, it was a couple of things that stood out to me. One thing that really stood out to me was the verse Matthews 5:14 through 16, which says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So, before I even got this revelation, I was in a really dark space where I felt like, God, I'm seeing all these different ways that you're able to use other people. And I'm looking at it online, I'm looking at it everywhere, and I'm just like, how can I be used like that? What exactly do you want for me to do? How exactly can I be a blessing to you? Then I come across verse Matthew 16:25, which says, "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it." So I'm like, okay, God, I already done turned away from my old life. So what you really got going on? I lost friends. I lost relationships. I literally am a whole new person. I'm in the awkward phase. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I already lost my old life, and I feel like I'm working towards finding it. But what is it that you really want for me to do? I'm still not getting it completely. I came across the parable which says, "And it will be like a man going on a journey who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' The man with 2 bags of gold also came. 'Master,' he said, 'you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more.' His master replied, 'Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness.' Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. 'Master,' he said, 'I knew that you are a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here is what belongs to you.' His master replied, 'You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered. Well then, where I have not scattered seed. Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned, I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has, I clicked off of it. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have in abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have, will be taken away from them." I read from that was like, when you sit on your talents, when you sit on what God gives you, he's going to give it away. He's going to take it from you, and he's going to bless somebody who has already done and been faithful with the things that he has given them to begin with. I have so many talents that I have been sitting on for so long. And for so long, I didn't understand why I felt like I was just waking up and I had no purpose to live. God gave me gifts that I haven't blessed him back with. What has God gifted to you? And how can you use it to bless him? Because when you don't bless him, you end up with nothing. Even what you have is going to be taken away. And those who are obedient to his word, they will have an abundance. And I was like, God, so what exactly is it that you feel is blocking me from using my gifts? And I instantly thought, and I said, wow, fear, procrastination, embarrassment, and distraction. Is it worth it for you to hear God say, you wicked, lazy servant? So you knew that I did these things for you. And you hid it. Now let's go right back to the verse. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Your gifts cannot be something that you just sit on and don't use. The things God gives you cannot be something that you say, oh yeah, I got that, but yeah, imagine how he feels. You're ashamed of something that he blessed you with. And for what? People's opinions? I even came across the verse, Deuteronomy 11:25, which says, no one will be able to stand against you. The Lord your God, as he promised you, will put the terror and fear of you on the whole land wherever you go. If God is for you, nobody can stand against you. So if God blessed you in that way, that much, to where he just made your path straight just like that, I gave you a gift and you did nothing with it, take it away from him. I'm going to go and give it to somebody else. But I gave you 10 gifts because I trusted you with 10 gifts. And you've done so much with those 10 gifts. I'm going to add more to those 10 gifts. So now you're going to have an abundance of what I have given you. But you people who do not listen to me, you people who are not obedient, you will not have anything. And if you do have it, you won't have it for long. To conclude this message, I got another parable for you. And this is Matthew 13:31. And it says, the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field. Though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree, so that the birds come and perch in its branches. You may feel small. You may feel like you have nothing to say. You may feel like God can't use you. You may be looking at what other people are doing and accomplishing, and they're doing these works to the Lord, and feel like you could never do things like that. You could never be used like that. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, which a man took and planted in his field. Though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree, so that the birds come and perch in its branches. Now, in the Bible, it tells you that you need to have the faith of a mustard seed. That's all it takes. The faith of a mustard seed. But when you have the faith of the mustard seed, you grow and you blossom into something big and beautiful, to the point where you bless other things. You bless God. You bless others. Remember that in this Bible, in the book of Matthew, it literally says that those who have will have abundance. Those who have and use it will have abundance, because they're using it in a way that pleases God. And those who don't have, even what they have will be taken away from them. So I just want for you guys to think about that. What gifts do I have? What things can I use? How can I bless the Lord the way that he has blessed me? Read your Bible, y'all. Bye.